with the Wicks here on this beautiful, Friday, December 31st, 2021, and welcome to the show, whether that be on Facebook or on YouTube. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that fucking theme song wanted to work. It didn't look like it was working on our side, but it is what it is, so we're here to talk football the whole hour we're here, basically. I think it's going to be a pretty decent show. We got to dive into some fantasy football news that unfortunately had to take place this past weekend. And then, make our game picks like we have since week 6 of the 2021-2022 NFL season. So, are you ready to get your fix? So, before the show was actually started, Logan asked John a pretty good question. What was that question? What did you ask him?
Is Aaron Rodgers staying or leaving? Is he going to keep playing?
My gut feeling is he wins the bowl this year and retires. Ends on a great legacy. But, if they don't win, then I could see him try getting it somewhere else, and I just don't think it's going to work, and then his legacy is going to be tarnished. But, yeah, my gut feeling says that he wins the bowl this year and calls it quits.
What if he doesn't call it quits? Where do you think his number one landing spot would be, or where do you think he might go?
I have no idea.
Because I seen a post earlier today, and the top two teams that I remember out of my top of my head or whatever was the first one, Green Bay Packers, which makes sense, but at the same time doesn't make sense because of the relationship. But it also makes sense for the fact that Devontae Adams, if he ends up staying, if they find some way to pay him, because that was one thing I also seen. I seen who is the most overrated, highest paid wide receiver in the league, and it gave all the money, and I was like, where's Devontae Adams? And he was halfway down the list, basically, of all the top ones at $14.5 million or something stupid. And I was like, this guy's the number one receiver in the NFL. How is this, possible? But, I mean, what would be the preferred destinations for you? If he stayed in well, okay, I guess, yeah, sure, that would make sense.
Yeah, I don't care where he goes after this. I don't give two shits. He can go wherever the fuck he wants.
Best fit.
Packers.
Packers don't have Devontae.
Packers. Still the Packers.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, if he doesn't go anywhere, he's got to stop. Stay in Green Bay.
How long has he been there? What year was he drafted?
2005, I'm pretty sure.
17 years.
That's obviously, when you think best fit, regardless of players, it's going to be where he's been.
Mm-hmm. I mean, unless that relationship is, tarnished. But, hey, Matt LaFleur.
Doesn't seem like it.
Is an absolute genius. He is.
I love that, Matt. He's gonna be good.
He's the first NFL coach in NFL history or whatever to have 3 straight seasons of 12 or more wins.
Wow.
Just ridiculous. And the fact that he's went to back-to-back NFC championship games, looking like he's definitely going to go back to another one. Okay.
Get over the hump. That's all we need.
If they get over that hump, that'll be...
He'll sign a long contract. And I got faith in Matt LaFleur. I think he's smart enough to work with who we got.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
I mean, obviously going to be a lot of adjustments made if Rodgers isn't there. But I think we can still win some games.
What do you mean by adjustments?
Just kind of have to adjust the offense.
You think they roll with Jordan Love? Or do you think, if Aaron Rodgers moves on, hangs it up, do you think they roll Jordan? Do you think they go find somebody else?
I think they'll try it out with Jordan this year.
Think so?
Yep.
Think he's ready?
Rely on A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones.
I suppose Green Bay's really had a perfect, I guess not perfect, but I guess kind of perfect. They've established the way they bring in quarterbacks, let them learn for a little while, and then send them out there and they excel. For instance, Aaron Rodgers under Brett Favre for, a year or 2 years, something like that?
Yeah, I think it was
a couple of years. Because I think he went to the Minnesota Vikings in the 2009 season.
Yeah, sounds right.
So he was under his wing for about 3-4 years, something like that. Probably 3 if I had to guess.
Yeah, because he went to the Jets first.
Oh, yep, that's right. And then Aaron Rodgers gets to start, and
starts off shaky.
People
are like, we're not sure if he's going to be the guy. Kind of a little shaky situation. And then the next year he goes out and
adapts. Adapts real nice.
That's him.
Yeah, it's going to be... I think I have some faith in Jordan Love, obviously, because we haven't seen this man play. Only time we've got to see him play is preseason.
He's just been cooking.
Oh, yeah. He's just learning, soaking in as much information that he can to kind of go out there and perform to the best of his ability, I think. And I think Green Bay, they're set. They've always kind of had that always been set basically every year for a
I'm excited
decent
for
enough run.
Lazard too. I think he's gonna grow into something special.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep Lazard, aren't they? Because they're not going to be able to keep Devontae. That's a big conversation. Where do you think Devontae's going?
Raiders.
Honestly? Raiders. I guess, yeah, they did lose fucking Henry Ruggs, so.
They can afford him, and him and Derek Carr are like best friends.
Yeah, they went to the same college together at the Lobos. Yeah, Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, and
When's his contract up?
This year.
Is it?
It's after this year.
Damn.
They could franchise tag him.
Why would you?
Shouldn't.
I'd be
It's
so
really-
upset if I was Devontae. I'd be so upset because that's a whole.
Well, if they don't get it this year. They want to sign Rodgers, franchise tag him. Keep Rodgers.
There's no fucking way. He'd retire. Honestly, I do believe that if they want to screw him over like that,
Yeah.
he'd be like, okay, fuck you. See you later. Like, I am not going to get the veteran minimum when I'm playing at a back-to-back MVP type level where he's having probably one of his best careers, or career seasons up to this point.
Yeah, I think he'll win the MVP this year. I truly do. I truly believe that.
That's a
Regardless
tough
of all
one.
the speculation and everything,
I mean, they might have to.
Oh, yeah.
He's the best quarterback in the league right now.
yeah, their MVP always goes, typically to a quarterback.
Weird how that works
It's either
out.
him or
Best
Jonathan
quarterback.
Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's.
But
He's a freak.
But, comes down to record, too, and how far they go and how far the Colts really going to go
See, and
as
I
a
don't-
team.
Like,
Think
I
they can go
understand that
far.
goes down to record, but that's one of the things I don't necessarily like too much about like the decision, is because I feel like as much as the record does matter for an MVP, for the most valuable player, like it's you have to pick the guy that if you plucked him out of that team, how much worse would that team be without that person?
Aaron Rodgers, we saw it against the Chiefs. Took him out of the
imagine
game.
the coach without Jonathan Taylor, though.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. They got Naheem Hines. He's actually pretty solid. He did.
Solid, but
He's
What's their
definitely
record? 9-7, 9-6?
9-6, I believe.
they started off 0 whatever.
0-4 at least.
Yeah, 0-4. But right when Hard Knocks came on, I mean, it completely flipped their momentum. It like made them want to win, want to perform.
They had a tough schedule, though, too, and they were right in games early on.
Oh yeah, Jonathan. It's gonna be really interesting how close this MVP race really pans out. I can't remember who I sent the picture to. I might have been to both of you, of comparing Adrian Peterson's MVP season to Jonathan Taylor's career, or MVP season, or the type of season he's putting up right now. And it was like they have like really close to the same amount of yards. But then all of a sudden, Jonathan Taylor has 19 touchdowns. Obviously, that's different from when I sent that picture. And AP only had 10 at that point. And through 12 games, I think it was, or something like that. So, I mean, it is ridiculous the numbers he's putting up. And it sucks because it sucks that we didn't get to see the full extent of Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanted to.
We won't even be talking about Jonathan
No.
Taylor right now
No.
if it wasn't for...
It's
Derrick Henry. If he would have had 2 seasons in a row with 2,000 yards, it'd been awesome.
King Henry for a reason.
But could be back for playoffs.
Yeah, he could. He definitely could.
That it's a big point about a lot of those teams. Even if you look at the Browns, some things fall our way, and we win our last 2 games. We had our whole COVID bout already happen, so we're at full strength. If we end up making it to the playoffs, Kareem Hunt's back this week, so
Really
Yep.
nice. So how do you think? So what do the Browns exactly need to get a spot in the playoffs?
So the Ravens either have to lose this week or next week, or lose both. They have to go 9-8 or 8-9, and then the Bengals would have to go 9-8, and the Browns would have to go 9-8 because the Browns hold the tiebreaker over the Ravens and Bengals.
Damn, yeah. Because I seen if the Bengals win this
If they-
weekend and the Ravens lose or something like that,
Then the Bengals.
then the
clinch.
Bengals clinch.
They clinch the division.
Would you still have a chance to make the playoffs?
If the Bills lost, we'd have a chance.
And who are the Bills playing?
Falcons.
Oh,
So
wait, how would that matter? Oh, because
they'd
yeah.
get the 7th seed because the Bills would fall to what
9-7.
9-7. The Browns would be, if they won, they'd be 8-8. So yeah, so you'd be playing for that 9-8 spot at the end
for the last
7th
week.
seed.
Okay.
Yep, but definitely the 4th seed is more likely. I
So
think because the Rams are at Ravens and looks like Lamar Jackson is out. So
yeah, he hasn't been practicing at all last couple weeks
Yep.
now. It's not good. So let's bring up this. Say the Browns, not counting like the playoffs and Super Bowl and all that stuff that's about to come if they end up making it awesome, but if the season ended today, what would you do differently about this team? With Baker, with your defense, what would you fix about the Cleveland Browns if you could?
Run the ball.
Run the ball?
And, I mean, injuries have, even before COVID, injuries were a huge, I hate to use that excuse, but, I mean, we were out Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and Baker for that game against the Broncos, which we ended up winning. But then you have COVID
Jarvis
against...
too.
Yeah, Jarvis was gone. I mean, OBJ leaving. We really don't have a wide receiver one. I thought it was going to be Donovan Peoples-Jones, but he leads the league in drops the last 3 weeks. He's just looked terrible. Against the Packers and the Raiders, looked terrible.
So you think a wide receiver one would be a big thing?
I think so, and just the O-line being healthy. Every week we've had a different combination.
Maybe they'll try and make a move for Adams.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting. Him and Baker.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would be interesting to see what they do with Baker this offseason because I'm pretty sure, isn't he on his last year of his contract?
Yeah, they did the same with the Ravens and Browns. Both did a year extension, fifth-year option.
So
Baker wants to stay. I could see a pretty low offer so that they could save some money.
Yeah, that's a franchise tag.
And I think if, the Baker that he's been, I think he'd be completely fine with that. I think he's going to want to do with he's going to want to do with what's best.
If you could give him a small amount of money and
$25
just build
million a
around
year,
him, be like, hey, you're not the reason why we're winning games, but you
and he's
going to
have surgery this offseason.
So it's like
on his labrum. So
we got to put this money elsewhere. Build up whatever.
Don't you think though? At the same time, he'd be a little like kind of salty. Like, you guys still don't know if you want me. Like, it's been how many years? You know.
So
what I mean?
I think the biggest point that you have to think of is the Browns went from 0-16 to 7-9-1 in 1 year.
Yeah, but now compare his play and pay to others around the league. That's where you gotta look.
Josh Allen is overpaid. We know that now.
Yeah, he's
had an up and down season just like Baker.
Their passing attack can be good, but it's almost too much.
Yeah.
Over there. Yeah, I don't know what you do with Baker. If the Browns roll with him, they definitely need to go find that wide receiver one. They definitely need to figure out their tight end group a little bit. I mean, they have a decent one with Austin Hooper and David Njoku, but don't they have another one? Austin Hooper?
Yeah, Harrison Bryant.
Harrison Bryant. So, I mean, you're going to have to probably let one of those guys go and roll with the
David
two tight
Njoku.
ends. You think so?
I've never been a huge fan of him.
Really?
He comes and he has a big game, and then he has the next game he has 3 or 4 drops. And
That's
it's just
true.
like,
yeah, he kind of goes off. Then
and his blocking is terrible.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. He's a receiving tight end, but then he can't catch balls. So
That's not good.
yeah, I think they should have traded him.
He
when
came from,
wanted out.
what, Miami?
Yep. And his brother was supposed to be a really good wide receiver, but ended up dropping out of college.
Oh, damn.
He was a wide receiver one, Miami, and then ended up
Fuck
dropping
this.
out. Yeah.
I'm done. Yeah, the Browns are really in the same boat as the Minnesota Vikings. And it's crazy. Like, literally every power rankings, including mine, too, is like it's Browns, Vikes, Browns, Vikes. Like, right there every time.
And I think that was a key in week 4 when we played. When we won 14-7, it was kind of like, oh, man, both offenses have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
That should have been a key sign right there. Because right after that, Browns lost 2, and I think the Vikings ended up losing 2 right there, too. And then we were both sitting at 5-5.
Yeah.
So
for the Browns. Because that was, what, week 3 or week 4?
Week 4.
Yeah, jeez.
We were both sitting at 6-6 and 5-5, and just kind of now we're both 7-8.
Not bad. That's definitely not bad. Yeah, it's a fun year. It's definitely a fun year in the NFL. That's for sure.
Yeah, lots of games that you have no idea what the hell's going on.
Right. Oh, Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
So he basically said, like in a presser, this I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but he did say, I can't say he did say. He might have said that he thinks that this very well could be his last game in Seattle, but he's not 100%. Like he's like not sure basically. If
I think you go somewhere else.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
Where do you think it would be a good spot? I mean, there's a lot of places, and we talked about this I think earlier.
He should go to Atlanta, have future,
Kyle Pitts.
I mean, would he really want to, like, I know they're not necessarily, they're kind of in a rebuild. situation. I guess they didn't even have Calvin Ridley play the whole year.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's starting to get up there.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. Yeah, another year or two, and he's probably done. But I mean, if it's Russell Wilson, see ya, Matt. All right. Falcons wouldn't be bad.
New Orleans, maybe.
New Orleans wouldn't
Hey.
be bad.
Miami.
I don't know about New Orleans, though. I think Jameis Winston is their guy. If I was them, I'd stick with him. They were 5-2 with him.
That's what I thought.
They were really good with him. And,
Carolina.
No sense, but yeah. I mean,
If
Carolina would be kind of cool.
Cam's done, I think.
Oh yeah, he needs to retire.
They have
That's
no idea
over.
what they're doing with their quarterbacks.
No, they started fucking Cam Newton, PJ Walker, and Sam Darnold, and they just keep rotating them, benching them, like.
Yeah.
Figure
they're
it
out
out.
of the playoffs now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They are done.
Yeah, maybe Russell Wilson to Carolina. I think that the market for Russell Wilson will be a lot bigger than expected. I think that there could be some guys where we thought that they liked their quarterback and are like, no, we want Russell, because Russell Wilson is one of those dudes.
Think he could play in
He
Pittsburgh?
is crazy.
I hope not.
Good.
I hope not. I hope we get Mason Rudolph next year. Or a rookie.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case.
But I mean, I don't know who you put there if you really are.
Aaron.
San Fran?
No,
They
they're
trust Trey Lance?
They're sticking with Jimmy G.
They definitely don't trust. Well, actually, I think Trey Lance is getting the start this Sunday officially. I think.
Why?
Finally.
Why Jimmy G?
He fucking tore his thumb and broke a bone in there,
Yeah, they'll get rid of him.
and he was like,
He
"Oh,
can
I'll
never stay
definitely
healthy.
play Sunday."
He can
God,
never
what?
stay healthy.
That guy is he's good, but
Brittle.
he's hurt all the goddamn time.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, there's nothing you can really control about that.
Probably just because he sat for so long, and now that he's getting all this full season action, his body just can't handle it. I mean, how many years did he sit for the Pats?
A couple, like 4 maybe. Not too long.
Felt like longer than that.
Yeah, it did. But I think
It was two.
Matt
2 or 3.
Castle was before him.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
Castle
4
was
years.
before.
4 years. So and then then he had to start too at one point because Brady had the suspension
Yep.
and Jimmy got hurt.
Then he got hurt.
Yeah, Jimmy got
Brissett
hurt.
went in there.
And he's been playing for the 49ers for 4 years now. This is his 4th season with them.
So only 8 total.
And he missed one whole season with them, right? With the torn
Yeah,
ACL.
last year. Just unfortunate. Him and George, I think, with a foot. I think
Yeah.
foot injury or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, there's good. This quarterback market this year, this offseason is going to be.
It's gonna be
bonkers.
intense. Next year, who knows? But I'm just excited for this year's playoffs, this year's Super Bowl. I'm excited.
You know what I'm excited for? You know what I'm excited for?
I'm trying to put my finger on it, but you know what? Why don't you tell me what you're excited for?
I'm excited for this Sunday night. The Green Bay Packers are hosting the Minnesota Vikings, and we are going to be there. And so amped up for that. We leave tomorrow. It's
It's
going
gonna
to be.
be a good time. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be
cold.
a long drive.
Long
It's
drive.
gonna be with the
It's
boys.
so fucking worth it. I'm so
It's gonna be
pumped.
fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a
be
field
great.
trip.
It really is.
We're gonna go tubing.
Where?
A lot of wild stuff might happen. Who knows?
There's a hill
I don't
right by
know.
the stadium for tubing.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it for game day, basically, for like tailgating and shit?
Yeah.
So Green Bay knows how to party. That's what he's trying to say. Okay, Green Bay
Matt-
really knows.
I talked to a guy at Toyota today, and he told me, he's like, when you go there, if you just walk into the tailgating area, there'll be people are offering you brats and
Oh,
you'll
free
be playing
food.
catch and stuff. Oh yeah,
It's gonna be. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be a bender for me. That's for sure. Not
It's gonna be a
sober
bender for
much,
Logan. I'll probably be sober, sipping on hot chocolate.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've been kind of back and forth on it because I don't know with how cold it's going to be. I mean, I'm not going to want to hang on to that goddamn thing for that long.
Fireball, man.
Ah.
Fireball.
Yeah, but then
Warm.
all of a sudden you end up in the bathroom in the third fucking quarter with your head over the toilet, and, or you you look like John when he used to drink Fireball and just puff up.
Those were the days.
That was awesome. Your face literally just gets swollen
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just
The
turn
dots.
red.
I have
oh
the
yeah.
dots right now from Tuesday.
Oh
It's rough.
yeah, I'm excited. Lambeau is going to be.
Oh,
It's going to be an experience. It's going to be an
a hell
experience.
of a time.
And
Good thing my car drives itself, so when I fall asleep and drive,
Yeah, that. I'm not gonna
False.
admit that on air, but yeah,
But
Nothing.
yeah,
nothing. Anyway,
yeah, be Fucking parking is what, 120 goddamn bucks next
Yeah,
to
we'll
Sam?
have to get an Uber or walk from Appleton or something.
I ain't walking. That's fuck. I bet the Ubers are so goddamn expensive to go to Lambeau.
Well, I'd be charging and shit done.
Oh yeah.
It'd be worth it though. Be worth it having to drive and park.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Unless we could.
Plus
when we
split
get
3
there,
ways. Split 3 ways. It won't be fine. It won't be bad.
No.
So, yeah.
I'm so hyped. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
But the one thing I'm not hyped about
Sean.
is so last week during the
Oh.
fantasy football league, the Fixers didn't get it done, folks. The Fixers did not get it done.
Did play
Okay.
them?
The Fixers played full chub.
The Fixers scored almost 170 points, folks, and lost.
Yep. I mean,
Just unbelievable.
it was a tough one because I mean we both started the right players at the right time.
This projection is just insane. The projection for full chub for my team was 124. The projection for the Fixers 125. Final score 184.6 to 166.
Wow. Yep.
Just unbelievable. Both teams just
Needed Waddle to
Fire.
fucking waddle his way back into the end zone one more time or something like that. You know, do his fucking the waddle.
yeah.
Can't believe he's embraced that. That's fucking awesome.
We had Bengals both got us. You know, it got you almost 50 points with Burrow, and then between Mixon and Higgins got me 70 over 80 points between those two.
See, that was a really bold move. I would have got my ass kicked, okay, to say the least. But I went and looked at your roster, and you had a bunch of, Bengals players like performing or in your lineup, and I was like, fuck. I'm like, I'm going to need somebody to give me some of those points back. And I seen Joe Burrow was a free agent, so I was like, I'll take this guy, and he happens to go out and have 525 yards, 4 tutties, or whatever the fuck it was. So, I mean, that was... It was a battle, okay, to the death. And the Fixers, well, we broke. We didn't get the fix, okay. We full chub, really pulled it off. And I'm currently sitting in between 2 of the 4 playoff finalists, playoff contenders for the Get Your Fix Fantasy Football League. Winner, $60 and a free piece of merchandise, of my merchandise, of their choosing, whatever they want. There's no, it's one piece, okay, so you can't be like, give me this and this and this and rack up the fucking, the money, but it's one piece, no money amount, doesn't matter, coming out of my fucking pocket, even though I gotta give you guys $20, whoever wins this. Second place, $40. How you doing? Keep it moving. Third place, get your money back high, then get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a fun one. Both of you have a chance, and I hope it happens, to say the least, to make it to the Get Your Fix Fantasy Championship game.
I hope I get there.
I hope it's John. I think that would be a very exciting.
It'd be perfect.
It'd be a good game, too, because both our teams are kind of, barely there.
With all the support that we give the show, we deserve to get to that freaking Get Your Fix Fantasy Football Championship. I mean, it would just do justice for us to get there. I don't know these other guys.
Yeah, especially because you guys are on the show. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where these guys have been fantasy football Friday.
if they win, like, who's gonna be here to talk about it and brag?
I'm not talking about
Are
it.
they coming?
Nope.
See, that's why we need to get there. So we can't let these pretty much computer characters
characters
get to the championship.
Yeah, NPCs basically. In
Yeah.
the fantasy football game.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed I didn't get in there.
We don't know these guys. Who are
Well,
they?
it's your league. You'd be cheating if you did. That's what they accuse me of when we play paper football. So.
Oh, well.
Paper football is a whole other. That league is a little rigged, but that's a whole nother.
That league is not
episode.
rigged.
It's a whole nother episode.
We'll talk about that in the off season.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Paper football Thursdays. That's what it'll be.
Yeah, Paper Football Thursdays, the PFLTs.
There we go.
That's
Anyway.
Yeah, so they get a chance to play in the playoffs. I don't. Sucks. What are you going to do? Nothing, obviously. Wish our teams kind of, found a way to perform a little better, especially mine, so I could be,
God, how many times do you score 166 points and lose? Never.
Not much.
And that's the most points I scored all season.
Yeah, you did score probably the most points you did all season. What, 186?
Because I think the closest was probably I got 150 the time I beat you when we were in Iowa.
Oh, jeez.
When those 3 Chiefs players
Oh,
put
yeah.
up like 98 points.
Yeah.
That was a good game. That was a great game.
If I win that one,
Then you're
I'm
in.
probably in.
You're
I'm probably in. But, you
Probably
know,
in.
that's how the fantasy football season goes. You win
Yeah.
some, you lose some. I mean, and I lost some, so.
Sometimes
That's why I don't bet or gamble.
Sometimes your starting quarterback, gets hurt. Very first game. Very first quarter. You get 1.6 points.
My other league last week, I have a person there that was playing playoffs and decided to start Matt Ryan over Joe Burrow, which they are no longer in the playoffs because of that decision.
First off, what the fuck was running through his mind when he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go with Matt Ryan, the Atlanta Falcons,
Joe Burrow. Yeah.
with no receivers besides Kyle fucking Pitts."
Yeah, in that other league that I'm in, Joe Burrow puts up, I think he put up over 50 points, and then Matt Ryan puts up 30. So, I mean, jeez.
I mean, 30's not bad, but
not
I mean,
bad
that
for a
20
quarterback.
extra points
No.
would. I mean,
It would have helped him out. He
Oh,
would have
yeah.
won. So, it's rough.
that is crazy. So, since you guys get a chance to perform in the playoffs, we're not going to talk about me and AB because I mean we're a bunch of losers. We're going to dive right into your guys' matchup because this one is the semifinal, the one that's going to send you possibly to the championship game and a chance to win $60 and a free piece of the Get Your Fix merchandise. So starting with Logan, he is currently playing John Cole or Team Cole, as you see right there. Look at this time; it is not fucking stopping. Okay, how you doing? All right, keep it moving, Logan. I mean, you came out. You're coming off a big win. You're playing the 11-5 Team Cole. John is currently getting a call from one of his many lovers. I don't know.
Lots of
The
them.
Pops.
Yeah, that's the pops. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" Huh?
Told him this was going on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay. That's what we live for. Shit happens, all right? I mean,
Nobody listens.
nobody
Nobody listens.
Yeah, what the fuck? But, anyways, yeah. So you're facing the 11-5 Team Cole. He's been on a heater, kinda, sorta. You're projected to beat him right now, 124 to 118. How do you feel about your matchup?
I did just put Henry Renfro in there over Tyreek
Henry
Hill.
Renfro?
That's gonna be it's gonna be a decision that's probably gonna come down to 11:59 on game day. So I'm just gonna, I don't know about that. Henry Renfro, incredible. Oh, Hunter. Henry Renfro has been amazing for me. So I mean, him and Tyler Hill. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully he looks at his. I'm assuming he will. Godwin, John has Godwin on IR. Currently.
He started Godwin last week against me.
Hopefully he doesn't. Hey, hopefully he's cocky enough that if you're watching this, which is probably
He
not,
probably
but if
doesn't
you're
even
watching,
know he lost to me last week.
you probably don't look. He just got cocky. He's like,
Damn,
like,
yeah, you got a
I'm
big
sad.
dub.
He's like, I'm whooping their arse.
He's one of those, stats guy. He's like a Kirk Cousins, He's like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to throw for about 45 hunch and get about, 28 touchdowns. Throw about, 10 picks here or there or something like that. And we'll move on to the next season without the fucking playoffs.
I just need Pat
I could
Mahomes
forget
to
to
put up
mention him
70
being
points, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think you're poised to win this unless fucking Jonathan Taylor has another monstrosity of a game. Just fucking 100 and some yards, 2 tutties or something like that.
Steelers are number 30 in run defense.
No,
And
God.
Browns are at Steelers. Hopefully Nick
Oh.
Chubb, regardless, has a big game.
Yeah, I was there Thursday night when the Vikes played the Steelers, and those fucking holes, I mean, jeez, you could drive a semi-truck right through them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I could have
bad.
got 5 yards.
oh, easily. Wow.
3 yards. I don't know about 5.
5's a lot. But
That is a lot. Jesus.
I could have got 3 to 5 yards on those holes.
3 yards.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe.
I run about a 5.5.
You ran about a 5.5.
No, I ran about a 5.7.
You ran
I ran about a 4.7. 4.7. 4.76 was my fastest.
Oh, yeah. Nimble on the toes, huh?
That was after basic.
After basic.
Back when I weighed
You
180.
cheated, huh?
180 pounds.
What are you now about?
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, what?
It doesn't matter.
God damn,
It
that
doesn't
matter.
That does
Jeez,
not
man.
matter.
That's fucking awesome.
HIPAA violation.
Yeah. What are we
Jesus.
doing? My goodness.
Ouch.
Yeah, how do you feel about that one? How does that make you feel?
I feel great because I'm very confident.
See you in the championship, friend.
Yeah, that's so.
Oh, yeah, I will see you in the championship.
Yeah, your matchup's pretty decent, though, I think. I think Goddard's going to be good for you. It's going to be interesting. Your running backs are really going to have to perform, I think. And, Higgins, though. I mean, he has been going off. He's been balling.
Mixon's been incredible.
Yeah.
But, we'll see what happens.
This one, I think, is definitely going to go down to the wire. When's the last... Oh, you do have a guy on Monday. You have Nick Chubb on Monday. He has Najee on Monday.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is
It
fucking...
might come down to the running backs on Monday night.
It's going to, I think, because you guys don't have... Yeah, you guys don't have any other Steelers or Browns. Oh, you have... So you have the Browns defense and Nick Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
And he just has Najee.
Correct.
On Monday night.
And
So
I have Jarvis and Hunt on my bench.
we're going to have a really good idea of who's going to win this matchup by the time we get out of Lambeau Field and back to our hotel. Probably completely unfrozen after being in the frozen tundra. So, I mean, going to be awesome. Going to be lit. But that was a pretty... You got a pretty good matchup. You're 8-8. I think you're poised to win this. You are projected to win this. So good luck to you. I hope you make it to the championship round because he beat my ass. So I mean, what better? I lost to the Gear Fix champions. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll see what happens. It's been a rough year, you know.
It has been.
I started out, I think, like 4-0, and then it just kind of went to shit from there. But
you almost lost 6 straight. It felt
oh
like.
yeah,
You were.
It was bad. It was bad. The Chiefs during there, when they were struggling there in November, it was rough. Mahomes getting me 10, 13 points a game.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
Those were the days.
Wasn't good.
Back when we thought the Chiefs were dead.
Yeah.
We should have known this was coming because every fucking October, November, December,
December he's undefeated. So,
yeah, he's 26-0 or 27-0 something like. And they just continuously get better throughout the season.
Yeah.
Like they figure out what works, what doesn't work, how can they utilize their running backs, how can you get Tyreek Hill open and all this other nonsense basically. But it's gonna be interesting. I like this matchup, and the other matchup just happens to be Sim Dick 101 taking on the fantasy football team established in 2021. Now this one is you're projected to lose, but it's a close one. 128 Austin, 123 to you.
It's intriguing. What the? People. I'm busy.
We're famous over here, okay? We got a lot of stuff to do, okay?
We're just setting up our trip to Lambeau, that's all.
God.
So you got your face mask? So you better fucking answer. I swear to God.
These people.
Right?
All right. Now I got to get my train of thought again. Thanks.
Right? And you got Jalen Hurts, huh?
Yeah. So I got Jalen Hurts.
Is that who you're sticking with?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
What do you got, fucking Lamar on your bench?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta.
Why would I get rid of Jalen Hurts? Tell me why.
Let's see here. Last week he got you 18 points.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. That's a good floor.
Wasn't he getting like 20 a game?
The week before that, when he played Washington, he had 30.6. Week before that, he had 0 because that was Gardner Minshew's game. But I mean, he's ranked 7.
Yeah, you played Jimmy Garoppolo week 15. John did.
Now, why'd you do that?
Because we talked about that on the show, why I did that.
I know. Yeah, I got
It was the wrong decision, but yeah.
You gotta live with them.
I think I won still. Week 15, I did that.
You've been like dropping him
against the Fixers. God.
You've been dropping him from your team and then putting him back on your team.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Week 13, you didn't have him on your team either.
Yeah.
Played Matthew Stafford.
You gotta make adjustments.
Why don't you keep Matthew Stafford?
Yeah.
I had him. I never had Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
I do.
Yep, you're right.
You're looking at the wrong side of the
Looking
screen.
at the wrong side, folks.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
This guy.
It's been months.
Yeah, I'll have Ezekiel Elliott versus Josh Jacobs. Austin Eckler. I hope he's doing good.
Austin Eckler?
How's his lungs?
I mean, he's a professional athlete. He was at the Fan Controlled Football League fucking what was it? The training, or the scouting combine, basically, is where they were at, and he was there. So I think he's good to go. I think
so
we can.
You think I should roll with him?
Well, okay. I didn't.
Cordell Patterson.
Oh, against the Bills. God, it's so risky because Mike Davis. It's gonna be one of them that gets going. But didn't Patterson have a ridiculous week last week?
No.
I think he did.
No, he did not.
think he died.
No,
Oh, I didn't even fucking. I didn't make the graphic, but they won. They won
Yeah,
20-16.
8.3 points.
8.
Yeah.
On the ESPN app, that's pretty good, but I mean, not on the NFL app. That ESPN app.
And
Sometimes
the week
weird.
before, I think, yeah, like 3.
He's just getting back into the
4.3.
groove of things, you know.
Yeah,
And how's
I
the
don't
Bills?
know.
Oh, Bills are green.
No, they're black, so right in the middle of the pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with Eckler.
How did not Debo? How did Zeke do for you last? I mean, yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, 57 yards or something like that.
Yeah, Zeke gave me about 17.2 points, pretty solid.
Damn.
So yeah, he has a good floor for me.
It's gonna be, God, Devontae, and he has Justin Jefferson. Well, Jefferson ain't gonna get no fucking points. Fucking Kirky boy wants to fucking get COVID.
Yeah, I hope Jefferson doesn't put up shit.
He probably won't. It's gonna be a fucking 35 rushing attempts game from Dalvin Cook, and
I hope Adams gets a touchdown, but about 60 yards, and the rest goes to Aaron.
Just a nice little taste.
Yeah.
yeah.
It might, it might come down to defense for you guys that game. Who knows?
I mean, we beat you
You have a
once.
good defense?
I mean, who's to say we can't beat you again with Sean fucking Mannion?
Definitely possible.
I hope it's not. Since we're gonna be there, selfishly, I hope it's not a defensive battle. I hope it's an offensive game.
Yeah, so we don't
But-
realize the cold as much, you know.
Yeah, I want it to be exciting. I want it to be like 6-3 at half. Like holy shit.
What game?
They're at midfield again.
I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And they're gonna punt at the 40-yard line. All right.
God, that's
We
gonna.
don't even got a punter right now.
You don't?
No, Balarquez or whatever is hurt
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
Bojorquez.
Yeah, they were talking about bringing Pat McAfee over.
Yeah, I do.
Emergency contract.
There's no fucking way.
That'd be
Like
crazy.
who was that? The Saints tried to bring Breeze and Rivers in there on an emergency contract.
The Colts were thinking about bringing Phillip in, but then the CDC and the NFL moved their quarantine from 10 to 5 days.
So Wentz will be fine.
Yeah, he'll be ready to play Sunday morning, so he's gonna be out there. But
That's good.
yeah, you got a good matchup. I think Austin. Yeah, he's second. He just beat John Cole or Team Cole last week to. I thought was gonna put him in the number 1 seed, but now he's still the 2 seed. But they're both 11-5. God, you might win this one because Andrews, he's starting to ball. Cooks, he's looking phenomenal. The defense, I mean, he's got the Cowboys defense, and we all know what they're capable of. Cade, takeover machines over there. That's a pretty good one. Josh Jacobs for him and Javonte Williams. Yeah, you might take this one. I hope you do.
I hope so.
I really hope you take that.
I hope so. It's going to be a battle. I'm excited to see what happens. Sometimes he puts up like 200 points, and other times, he gets shit on.
Mm-hmm.
So I did pick up the Patriots defense.
Think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't
Against
they-
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was one
Bill
game.
Belichick versus rookie quarterback.
The spread's like
How is
16.5 favored in New England's.
Yeah.
Favored for New England. Like, it's just ridiculous.
I hope that I made the right decision there because I wanted to go with the Packers, and especially because they got a backup starting. But Belichick versus rookie quarterback, I think that they'll get a pick.
Yeah, oh, yeah, they'll definitely get a pick.
What did I see today? That
Well,
Joe
maybe.
Webb and the Vikings beat Brett Favre and the Packers.
Oh,
2010,
yeah, way back in the day.
2008, something like that.
Yeah,
Saw
we
something on
can
Twitter.
do it.
Yeah,
we
it's
can get
possible.
it done.
It's the NFL.
Hopefully.
I mean, we've
For
seen
your sake.
we've seen weirder this year. I mean, we've definitely seen weirder. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good matchup. I'm excited. Hopefully, you guys
It'll be a fun game.
make the Get Your Fix Fantasy Football Championship game
Oh yeah.
because that will be fucking electrifying. I'll be so excited, so pumped for you to do that. Hopefully, I'm in the consolation fucking bracket, so I'm gonna do at least one more game winning of myself in Week 18 next week. But with that being said, I think it's a perfect time to start making our Week 17 game picks. So starting with this, okay, we don't have our picks on the screen. All right, so we're gonna dive through all of these. There's a couple in different pictures, and we'll just we'll go through each of these games, making our selections and who we think's gonna win the ball game. So we got the first one, the Atlanta Falcons going to take on the Buffalo Bills. I have the Bills because I mean it's just gonna be a beatdown. Okay.
Yep. I am also taking the Bills. I think that they're getting hot right at the right time. They're gonna take this momentum into playoffs, and they're gonna be one of those teams that we kind of forgot about during the regular season, but they'll quickly remind us who they are again in the postseason.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that was a good consensus. The Falcons are trash. The Bills are getting hot. Yeah, you get it. Next game, the New York Giants going to take on the Chicago Bears. I'm going to take the Bears in this one. Andy Dalton starting. I think with that veteran leadership, they're going to be able to edge the Giants. I mean, the Giants just got shit on by the Philadelphia Eagles. They have Mike Glennon and Jake Fromm starting. I think the Bears just beat the Seahawks, so I got Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Bears too here. They have won with Andy Dalton before, I'm pretty sure, and they're just. It's time to get one more win before the end of the season here, and against a really messy New York team.
Yep. Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah,
New York
3 sweeps in a row.
Yep, right there. Next game, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this is a good one. Going to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Man, I'm gonna take the Bengals. Give me the Bengals on this one. I think what Joe Burrow is capable of doing, or able to do last game. I mean, 525, a couple touchdowns. I just think they might be a little too much, but they're a perfect matchup for the Kansas City Chiefs. But something tells me that Joe Burrow is going to get going early and get the edge over the Chiefs.
This one, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think having that experience in big games, Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, this is their time of the year. This is when they shine. And a team like the Bengals, led by young players, led by a young quarterback, this is going to be one of those games that I think just ends up being too much for them.
Okay.
I'm going to KC. I think that they're on a roll. It's not going to stop anytime soon. They're in postseason formation right now, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely are. And Patrick Mahomes, I mean, I guess it's going to be January, so it's going to be a different atmosphere. So we'll see if he ends up getting the winner or the loss. So the next game, we got the Miami Dolphins going to take on the Tennessee Titans.
Ooh, heater.
This is a big one. Dolphins on a 7-game win streak, I believe.
Yep.
Give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins over the Titans. I think Dolphins take out the Titans, and then eventually I think that opens the gates for the Indianapolis Colts to come in and take that top seed in the AFC West, I think it is, or South.
Who do the Titans play next week? Have they played the Colts twice this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I think they 1-1.
1-1?
I think so.
Let's see. Titans are at Texans.
Oh, jeez.
Week 18.
So yeah, they need to lose.
Yeah, week 18. So.
I think they're 1-1, but yeah, give me the Dolphins. They're on that win streak. They're hot. I think this is a team to kind of watch out for, and they want a playoff spot, and I think they deserve it. I mean, let's fucking get to see the Tua show in the playoffs.
Yeah, just judging by lately, I think that the Dolphins have been looking like a team to beat, so I'm going to have to go with the Dolphins as well. Titans, ever since the loss of Derrick Henry, and they just seem to be struggling to stay consistent.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm going with Dolphins. They looked really good on, what was that, Monday Night Football?
Yeah, Monday night.
Looked incredible.
Yeah, they did. That's for
Diva
damn
game.
sure. So for our next game, we got the Oakland Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts in Lucas Oil Stadium. Wow, that's another tough one. Give me the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts on this one. I think Jonathan Taylor rushes for over 100 yards. I think he gets in the end zone at least once. Michael Pittman Jr. is starting to come alive. What is his name? T.Y. Hilton's starting to perform, actually, which is amazing to see. And then Carson's just balling. So give me the Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the Colts here, too. The Colts are another one of those teams that I look forward to being a force in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Especially if Jonathan Taylor gets going.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, taking Colts.
Colts.
Lots of sweeps this week. That's 3 now.
Yeah, 3, I think. Yeah, for sure. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots. I mean, we kind of just talked about this, so I mean,
what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm gonna go Jags. I'm gonna go Jags.
What are you going, Jags?
New England.
All right, 1, 2, 3. New
England.
England.
Jags. Just kidding.
You're gonna confuse the audience.
Anyway,
Yeah. He's got New England. Okay, don't worry about it. We all got New England. All right, that was an easy one. That's 4 sweeps. Next one, the Los Angeles Rams going to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Give me the Rams. Okay, they're hot. And Lamar Jackson is, he's pussyfooting around. He might be a little hurt. But
both ankles.
Both ankles. Maybe he should quit running a little bit too much. Right?
Yeah,
Nah, I'm just kidding. That's what he is. That's what he loves.
Yep.
But I like the Rams here.
What? So who are they going with then, quarterback?
No, it'll be
Huntley.
It'll be Huntley.
So it gives him a chance.
They're in that do or die stage, but I just don't think they got enough there.
Their
to
secondary
be able
is
to
awful. So
Yeah,
no.
they're
OBJ 2
Ravens
touchdowns.
are probably done, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who do they play next week?
Somebody.
Steelers.
Yeah,
I
Steelers.
think.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, it's gonna be Rams this week.
For you?
Rams.
Good pick. Good pick. That's 5 sweeps in a row, folks. The next game. Not in a row, I guess. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to MetLife. Well, to take on the fucking New York Jets, I think, again on 3, 2, 1. Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
I mean, that worked out. I mean, that definitely
We all
worked
did
out.
think.
All right.
That's fucking awesome. Next game. This is a big one. This is a fun one. Philadelphia Eagles going to take on the Washington football team. Don't know if they're quite a football team after that ass beating from the Dallas Cowboys last week. 56-14. How you doing? Keep it moving. Tyler Heineke just couldn't get it done. I like the Eagles here. They're starting to get it going. Nick Sirianni, we'll see you in the fucking playoffs.
Are you calling it already?
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, Sean Mannion's fucking starting for the
Jeez.
Minnesota Vikings.
My God.
You're calling it already.
My goodness.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles this week, it's Taylor Heineke's starting.
Oh,
They just got the living shit kicked out of them.
They're still in the
They're
playoff.
playing at
They're hungry.
home.
They're ready.
They're playing at home.
Hell yeah.
This is a game that the Eagles are
Remember
gonna.
that?
Everyone's gonna be picking the Eagles because you go with what have you done for me lately attitude. But that's gonna kill the Eagles in this situation.
Yep.
I fucking
Washington
hope so.
is gonna bounce back this week and end up beating the Eagles and surprise everybody.
I fucking hope so. That'll only help Minnesota Vikings' chances out that much more.
You took Eagles, right?
Correct. That'll be correct.
Yeah, I'm going to take Washington football team.
Oh, you're gonna be one of those guys, huh?
Oh, you're going with me.
I've bet on them quite a few times this year, actually, and honestly, they paid off for me.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because they went on that 4 or 5 game winning streak there for a while before they met Dallas. So
I think so. Yeah, we even
the first
said
time
it
they
on
met
one of the
Dallas,
shows where we just continue to ride that wave.
But yeah, I think that they're not going to let that happen again. Their house,
Yeah.
even though their house is falling apart.
Yeah,
If you haven't
fucking
seen it,
poop
it's
water running.
sewage running out throughout the stadium, but still their house.
Is anybody gonna be there?
It's
hard to
that
say.
ass whooping, I don't know.
It's hard to
I
say.
wouldn't go to one of those games.
You might die.
You might. Imagine if that fucking fell on you.
That's
Just sit there just cheering on and just fucking water
Yeah.
all over.
It'd be rough. All right.
That'd be terrible. So those are those picks. Next game, the Denver Broncos going to take on the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh.
This is a good one. I think it's Drew Lock is starting for Denver, so that I think is going to be a little rougher to go with them. But give me the Chargers. Okay, they're healthy. All their players were on COVID not so long ago. I think they're getting off it. Austin Eckler's off of COVID. I think Mike Williams, he should be good to go. I think they bounce back after losing last week. I got the Chargers.
Very tough loss last week. Once again, they're a team that a lot of people believed in. A lot of people had a lot of faith in. Let's not lose all hope for the Chargers and let's get another win here before the end of the season.
Yep, Chargers.
Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like, gonna be a last second type of game.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be Chargers are gonna beat the piss out of the Broncos, or it's gonna be right down 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Denver has the ball or Chargers have the ball, whatever the case, and it's just going to be that last second, that last ditch effort. If we score, we win. If we lose, it's over. Basically, it's gonna be a good, interesting game. This is a big week for football. A good week, I think, for football. Next game, Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco. I got San Francisco winning this one. I have to admit, Trey Lance, he's in line to get the start, so that might be a little rocky. And Davis Mills, he's been balling, and they got the dub last week against the Chargers. But this Niners team, I think their defense is just way too good at this point in the year, and I think they're gonna go make another playoff push.
Yep, I'm gonna have to also go with the 49ers. Thought that they were gonna get a dub against the Titans. Was that last week? Or?
Yep, they lost 20-17 to the Titans.
Yeah, so that was a close game. They're a better team than what the record says. They're gonna get the dub here against way worse Texans.
I'm going Texans. Davis Mills, I think he's starting to play into himself.
He's legit.
He is looking good. I mean, statistically, despite them losing games when he started, statistically he's just kept improving over the season. So I think 49ers, this is going to be about that last nail in the coffin for them and set them back. So Texans.
Possibly kick them out of the playoffs.
It could. It really could, yeah.
That'll be interesting.
They could. I mean, they probably would have like some wild scenario where they could win or get in the playoffs in Week 18.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it'll be a good matchup. Next game, the Detroit Lions going to take on the Seattle Seahawks, a team that has their first losing season under Russell Wilson. I almost said Westbrook. This ain't basketball show. This is a football show. Okay, I've done it multiple times. All right. Russell Wilson. You know what? Give me Detroit. I'm taking Detroit on this one. I think with the way they've, overcome so much this year, they were about to have one of the worst records in the National Football League, and now they're starting to, get some more wins. MCDC's bringing that locker room together. I really like that culture that's being built over there. And I feel like, that since Seattle lost last week to the Bears, with this new Russell Wilson news coming out that this might be my last game. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he could go off. But, man, MCDC and the Lions, they intrigue me this week. They really do.
This is one where I think that the Seahawks are going to try going out with a bang. And, their last opponent, that looks like a very winnable game. I think that they'll do it this week.
I'm going Lions, too.
Hell yeah.
Maybe that's my heart talking more than my brain, but I'd like to see them get another win.
Go with the gut, and I think that's exactly what I did. I like the Seahawks in this scenario, and they'll probably win, but at the same time, there's something telling me that, hey, MCDC is going to get one more win before this season ends, and it's going to be one left on a bang, basically. I think they play Green Bay next week, so.
Yeah, that
Could
would
be that week. Maybe we'll start our backups.
There's no way. I don't think Green Bay ever has really started their backups. Because I think last year,
in their 15-0 season.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you at that point? But I mean, like, what was it?
If they win
if they win against the Vikings and the Cowboys and
what? They only got.
If they win against the Vikings
And the Cowboys.
and the Cowboys win, are they still in Week 18 playing for a number one seed?
Yep.
So then there might be a scenario there where they'd have to start them.
Yeah, the Cowboys have to lose, Green Bay has to win, and Green Bay gets the first seed and home field advantage throughout the entire
So
game.
yeah,
And that's
so they
what
could.
They need.
Who did we already go over the Cowboys?
Nope, that's the next one.
Okay, so yeah,
If
winnable game for the Cowboys, winnable game for the Green Bay Packers. They might both be going into their Week 18 playing for that number one seed. So
And I hope it's Green Bay because, I think you said earlier, it's go out on a bang, get over that hump, get past the NFC Championship game, go to the Super Bowl, win the damn thing. Rodgers hangs it up. It's a new era of Green Bay Packers, still with the same head coach, so it's kind of like the same era but new personnel. So that'd be interesting. So yeah, next game, obviously the Cardinals going to take on the Dallas Cowboys in Jerry World. Man, I like this game. Kyler Murray is currently 7-0 in his lifetime, high school, college, and NFL. while playing at AT&T Stadium. That being said, this Dallas Cowboys team, and we talked about it earlier, they're ball hawks. They're freaks in nature.
Scary defense.
Scary defense, and if Dak gets going, it's hard to stop him. And Arizona's missing DeAndre Hopkins. Give me the Cowboys.
I'm also taking the Cowboys in this one.
Taking them
Cardinals
as well.
just haven't looked like themselves like at the beginning of the season. And the Cowboys are starting to come back into form, back to what they looked like when they were hot, and they're competing for that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm taking Dallas.
That's awesome. Yep. Cowboys, you got?
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Next game. Oh. Yeah. Carolina Panthers going to take on the New Orleans Saints in the Caesars Superdome. Going to be a good one. I believe Taysom Hill's getting the starts. It's not really going to be a good one if that is the case. Give me the Saints. I just don't like Carolina. I just don't like how they look at all. I mean, quarterback problem. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints too. I mean, both teams kind of just
Yeah. Not much to say about that one.
Okay, take time. To be honest.
Not much really to say at all.
But this game.
But this game is going to be electrifying. It's going to be one. It's going to be an experience. I'll change it. You just chill. Okay? Getting antsy over here. He's pumped. He's getting real pumped. But it's going to be an experience of a lifetime. Sunday night football between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Bless you.
Bless you.
At Lambeau
Jesus.
Field. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be once in a lifetime experience. Because, I mean, we can experience it again, but the first time, there's nothing like it. There's going to be nothing like it. You just, the raw emotion coming out, it's going to be awesome.
It's like your first time
eating peanut butter.
I remember that.
No, you don't. There's no fucking way. That's awesome. Look, Vikings, Kirk Cousins decided to go out and tussle with old Omicron. And Omicron said, wha-bam, and kicked his ass. And Kirk's out, okay, with COVID. It sucks. Yeah, should have been vaxxed. Man, no. That's a story for another time. But
yeah, it's just like your backup. Your backup, who's starting this week, just came off the COVID list, folks, from being vaccinated. And he was vaccinated, got COVID, and just came off the COVID list. So
Sean Mannion?
Your narrative is just down the toilet there.
He's going to frickin' throw for 500 yards on the Packers defense. It's going to be a shit show.
For Green Bay? Yeah. Yeah? Is that your pick?
You taking Vikings?
No, I'm
I need
taking
the time test here.
I'm taking the Packers.
Okay.
But, I'm worried about this guy.
I'm also taking Green Bay. I just don't think we're going to be able to win with Sean Mannion.
Never bet against your own team. Come on.
That's not what you do, dude.
Getting their fucking fix. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I can't go with Minnesota here. As much as I want to, it's just... I think the proof's in the pudding, and I hope I'm wrong. Man. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Well, if you hope you're wrong, then pick that.
I apologize to all the Vikings fans that tune in week out.
He's gonna come back from Lambeau, and he's gonna be wearing a freaking Adams jersey.
Go back, go!
He's just gonna be pumped. We might have took one from you. It is what it is.
Call me the cheesehead.
I can't wait for cheese curds.
Oh
yeah.
Cheese curds. I might fucking have to buy one with cheesehead hats.
What?
See? He's gonna come back just all packing up.
It says dreaming of a Vikings championship right there, but
yeah, well, we don't have to dream when you're, a Green Bay
he's gonna be saying that while wearing a cheese.
Jeez. Not happening.
Title town.
Yeah, title
we
town.
are gone. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait, guys.
It's gonna be. So I think, I got to go with Green Bay still.
All right, I'm going Green Bay.
Hell yeah, it's going to be electrifying. At Lambeau Field with Vince Lombardi, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, the list goes on and on. Greg
the hell's
Jennings
going on out there?
Football. Football. I like the Yeah. That one.
Anyway, to the actual game of the week here. We're going on.
Oh, okay.
There's another game.
Monday Night Football. The actual, like you said, game of the week.
Retiring Ben Roethlisberger. You saw it here. That's it.
The
It's
Cleveland
over.
Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Against
all the
Steelers.
hell he's put us through the last 20 years or whatever. It's over. 10 Monday night. That's it. Big Ben's done.
That's a bold take. But he can't go against his team like I just did. So
He can't go against this team. Is this Ben's last game?
This is it. And he's going to lose to the freaking Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield.
Is
Let's
he
go!
gonna lose his last game? I think he is. Browns need this. Steelers know damn well they ain't doing shit in the playoffs. Browns really need this win. They need a Chiefs loss.
Maybe. We'll see. It all depends on the Bengals
They need
game.
a
But
Bengals loss.
they need a Bengals loss. Yep.
Bengals loss. Ravens lose.
The Ravens could win. Because they lost last week, so they could still go 9-8. Because they could win this week, lose next week, go 9-8.
be the 7th seed in the playoffs,
I mean,
possibly.
Hey,
Possibly if the Bills lose, but most likely it'd be
beginning of
Bengals,
the year, I
Browns in
picked the
there.
Packers Browns Super Bowl. So let's go Browns.
Yes, let's go.
I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. If this is actually and truly Big Ben's last game at Heinz Field, there's no way in hell he goes out there and gets slaughtered by the fucking Browns. There's just no way in hell I believe that's gonna happen. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a good game, but Heinz Field, Big Ben's last game. Yeah, Steelers. It's gonna be interesting to see if they give like a tribute. And then that just throws him off for like halftime. The Steelers are up 21-7, gives him a tribute, and he's like, "Oh,
The Steelers aren't scoring 21 points.
in the first half."
No.
With not Chase Claypool's TikTok ass out there.
First down.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's only 27 seconds left on the clock. I should probably put
And then
this
blame
on.
him, and I'm going to yell at my center and then throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Post game interview.
Well, I mean, I knew how much time we had, but the center obviously didn't understand that. I was just trying to have some fun.
people's children.
Some people's children.
Mike Tomlin, he should go too. New era in Pittsburgh. Mason Rudolph, rookie coach. Browns win the division
Mike
for the next 20
Tomlin, put
years.
some respect on
That's
his
also
name.
another reason.
Mike Tomlin's a legend.
That's also another reason I'm going to pick the Steelers too, is because there's no way. Tomlin hasn't had a losing season in 14 years. This is his 15th,
This
I
is
believe.
it. This is the start.
There's no start.
This is the start, folks.
You know.
You saw it here.
Oh, and by the way, if you look at this Browns logo. This is awesome. It's a fucking bunny rabbit, okay, with his ears,
No, don't
with a
start
walker.
this. No,
with a
it's
walker.
not.
If you kind of like take out the brown part, it's a bunny.
You have to have it on
What's
the
that?
orange background.
You see that?
No.
It's a bunny
What are you talking about?
taking a walker. It's the.
I don't even want to pull it up for John because then it's going to be...
Just look at the face mask. So there's the bunny. His face is right here, with the ears,
Yeah,
and then his walker. His arms right there.
So when it's at the other night, no, it looks like it when it's on orange, because that's how they had it
What are you
orange
talking
across.
about?
Look at the fucking
There's a
rabbit.
bunny right there. This is his body and his arms and a walker. He's pushing a walker or a shopping cart. You can't see it there because that's a different. It's
Don't look at the orange.
Don't look at this.
Don't
Look
look
at
at
that.
the orange. Yeah.
Just look at
It's a bunny.
bunny. There's his eye, and his ear,
It's like a shadow
and his
bunny.
mouth.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
I know.
That barely
I
looks
thought
like
the
a
same
bunny.
shit. I'd never.
It
Been
does.
Browns fan for 23 years. Never saw that shit before. So
Like, you gotta force that.
That's very true to
That's
see.
like that cloud.
So what? Yeah, you got all those down. Awesome. So those are our Week 17 game picks. We got to dive into some fantasy football talk. Logan, John, both in the Get Your Fix Fantasy Football League playoffs. Congratulations to you guys, and thank you so much for joining. This is awesome. To get to do this every single Friday. It'll be interesting what we do come postseason. You know, maybe every Friday we still get together, dive into whatever the fuck we can. Because, I mean, yeah, paper football, we can talk about that, dive in, maybe have some games. We'll see. We'll see how that all goes about. Sucks there was no game last night, so we couldn't dive into that today.
yeah,
but
why was that?
I think they always do it every year where So last year, I believe it was week 17, so it was the last week, just like, this is week 17, obviously, where there's no Thursday game because they want them all on Sunday, kind of get the games over and done with. Now we're on to the playoffs.
That's
and
fucking
I think
stupid.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell, if you're watching, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
I thought about this earlier today. Maybe it is nicer to kind of give these guys a full week in between.
Yeah, I think that's probably what
games,
he's
the
doing.
last 2 games of the
A
season.
lot of these are playoff potential games. Like, there's major playoff implications for it. So, I don't know. It's good. It's a good thing. But we have a full slate of games on Sunday. We'll get to watch a couple of them, and then we'll get to watch the real show. Okay, Vikes, Packers at Lambeau. No big deal. No big deal.
Go back, go.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo.
Go back, go.
You heard it here, folks. No, I'm just kidding. But with that being said, go enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hey, happy fucking New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
happy
Big Ben.
New Year's. Be safe
You're
out
done.
there. If you're drunk, don't drive. Okay, it's never a good idea
And
to
be
do
polite.
so. Be polite. Hold the door open for a lady who's walking into the gas station, just trying to go get a fucking Snickers bar.
All you gotta do, just hold the door open for them. It'll make yourself feel good.
Yeah, they'll say thank you. You say no problem,
They don't
ma'am.
always say thank you, though.
Yeah.
That kind of ruins my day at that point, that when I hold the door and they don't say
That's why
thank
you
you.
can't let that
You
ruin your day.
bitch.
You did your part. They don't have to do theirs.
Yeah.
But hold that door, people.
Yeah, hold that door. Be safe. Let's start 2022 off with a bang. We'll see you back here Monday on Facebook
Betty
and
White.
YouTube. Rest in peace, Betty's
dear
old
Betty.
ass. And have a great one. We'll see you Monday. And you just got your fix with the Wicks and company.
I believe he disrespected